This is one of the biggest things that I've come onto in the last year or so of weightlifting, and I'm not going to hold it out to the last one. Okay, I'm going to give it to you right away, and that is just extending your hips. Too many athletes only extend their hips, and the Olympic lifts are not just about hip extension. You guys have heard it the very first time we started talking about Olympic weightlifting. We started talking about triple extension, right? Whether you call that a jump and shrug or a catapult, I could give a crap. What I want to do is make sure that you guys understand what that really means, okay? And we can't just be extending the hips. Hip extenders are not triple extenders, okay? We need to extend the hips and the knees, okay? So the first thing you guys can correct right away is going to be turning just hip extension into hip and knee extension. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We're just going to get up like in a power position, right? So really high up on the thigh. Glenn Penleg, one of the best coaches, I'd totally recommend you guys going and checking out what he does in terms of his seminar series, and if you can get a hold of his Elusive DVD, do it. But his top position is hip position here with the clean or the snatch, right? So we'll just go from a clean. And when we're in this position, right, we got our knees bent and our hips have both a slight angle. And so what we want to do is get extended, extend up, and end up at the chest, okay? And the issue then, what we'll see a lot, and you guys all know it, is that athletes will have a tendency to want to jump forward. You can put a guy on this platform, this 8-foot platform, start him at the back, do 50 reps or off the platform, because every rep, they're jumping forward, okay? So what's that mean? Well, a lot of people say, oh, you're not fully extending your hips, and that's certainly true. You could not extend your hips, and you could jump forward. But if we just focus on hips, we're still going to jump forward. So you're right back in the same boat that you started in. So if you think about it from this hip position, if I want to get a vertical bar movement, right? What's that got to do, right? I can't be over the bar. I got to be in this good top position, and I have to extend up, okay? So now I'm getting hip extension and knee extension. We call it punch the quads. We call it extend the knees. We call it jump. Whatever you want to call it, you got to get hip extension and knee extension. Here's an illustration really quickly so you guys can see it. I'm going to turn here. I'm in this top position. I just made my way up the bar. If I just extend my hips, you're going to see this big reverse C position, right? You're going to see a big reverse C position. Bar's going to swing. I'm going to jump forward, right? So just hip extension right there, okay? If I go hip and knee extension, I'm going to go vertically. Now it's not just hip extension, it's hip and knee extension, jump, extend. That's mistake number one that you guys need to be fixing right now. Don't be just a hip extender, hip and knee extend.